Hey guys, Scott here. Welcome back to another beer dissection video. What I have today is back here on Long Island, Great South Bay Brewing Company. It's called their Massive IPA. Okay, I always shove the can in front of the camera like I'm not gonna have it over my shoulder. It's their West Coast style India Pale Ale. It's coming in, I believe I saw 7%. So again, I've seen a lot higher. But it's definitely not, I wouldn't consider this sessionable, but it definitely is not sitting at that 8-9%. And what's refreshing about this when I saw that my local beer store had it was that nowadays we're infiltrated with New England IPAs, hazy, juicy IPAs, even just regular American IPAs. Sorry, I got a crazy cat here over my shoulder. It says award winner is one of the first beers we ever produced. It's favorite of our GSB hops. So I'm expecting, a typical West Coast IPA here. All right, so let's take a look at this. Okay. Sorry, I got my cat going bonkers here off camera on the floor. I don't know what stirred her up. Sometimes you see her over my shoulder. But I don't know, I think she yells at squirrels or something like that. All right, so let's take a look at this. Very pretty looking beer from my vantage point already. About 1.5 inches, white, dense foam, maybe a little bit of beige color to it. Kind of have that dark gold, light amber hue to it. Slightly hazy, probably mostly chill haze. Usually West Coast IPAs are a little bit clearer than say New England or juicy IPAs because they're not typically using unmalted wheat or oats in some of those hazies. They're usually using crystal malts and pale two-row malts and things like that. But again, pretty nice looking beer. Little haze there, probably a little chill haze. Very nice though. Let's take a sniff of the aroma. Oh yeah, wonderful. Typical pine, slight citrus as far as grapefruit. I'm getting like a little bit of like stone fruit, like peach, maybe even like apricot. Okay, but without a doubt, there's some pine on there, which is pretty typical of a lot of West Coast, Pacific Northwest hop varietals. I don't know what they're using. I mean, I don't think it said on the can. Sometimes, Chinook, Cascade, Centennial will give that character to it. Smells pretty good, but there is some fruit. Like I said, stone fruit, apricot, peach, pine. Malt is kind of like toast, bread crust, even like graham cracker kind of aroma that's probably coming from the crystal malt. But anyway, guys, cheers. Oh, nice. First I get is kind of that bread crust, medium toast, malt character. You're still getting that little citrus pine in there, as well as, stone fruit, peach, probably on the palate. Good pronounced bitterness. No alcoholic warmth. I don't feel that, at least not as yet on my first 2 sips. Kind of nice, smooth, creamy mouthfeel on the tail end of this, on the aftertaste. On the aftertaste, you are kind of left with a little bit of that stone fruit, but nice crisp bitterness with that pine, grapefruit character. But really nice beer. I'm surprised I've never had this before. Carbonation is kind of medium high. Again, medium mouthfeel, but really nice, guys. I've had beers from Great South Bay, never had this one, even though they're saying this is their flagship beer. Or maybe not their words with flagship beer, but one of their award-winning, one of the first beers we ever produced. Sorry, I got crazy cat. I maybe got into the catnip or something like that. But anyway, guys, grade-wise with this, I'm going to give it a good B+. I think I like Sierra Nevada's West Coast IPA, even though it's technically a pale ale, but that beer more closer to a West Coast style IPA than this. But this is still pretty solid, so that's why I'm going to say B+. Even the overall drinkability, I'll even go a little higher, like A-. But if you like West Coast IPAs, you want to get away from the New England hazy, juicy IPAs for a little period of time and get not smacked in the face with grapefruit or orange, I would try this out. There is, again, when I say no orange, there is a little bit of apricot, which gives me a little orange, but it's not over the top like a lot of the hazy New England juicy IPAs out there. It's a pretty good rendition of a West Coast IPA. Again, it's going to have that pine and that assertive bitterness more than a typical New England juicy IPA. So anyway, guys, today's beer dissection from Great South Bay Brewery here on South Shore of Long Island. Their massive IPA at 7%. I would recommend it, but hopefully you, I'm sorry, I just keep getting distracted from my cat during this video, but have a great day. Until the next beer dissection video, hopefully got a little bit from this brewery as well as this beer. Typical West Coast IPA, pine, stone fruit, orange, apricot, bread crust, good pronounced bitterness, and I would recommend it. All right, guys, till the next beer dissection video, have a great day. Take care. Bye.